I'm the amazing Coleman. And we have the magic Wando. It's a special wand that can bring cards to life. Cal, if you hand me the Wando. This magic wand is the most spectacular thing you will ever see. It can bring all of these cards to life. And laid out in front of me are several music cards. They have notes on the front and chords and a design on the back. When I place the Wando over the cards, it will magically play the note. Let's give it a whirl. A C chord, an F chord, and a G chord. Isn't that amazing? Is that you can change the instrument. All you need to do is use the instrument card. We have several mode cards, and to change the instrument, all you do is hover over the instrument card and scroll through the options. That one sounds good. Let's give that one a try. Has the ability to record. All you have to do is hover over the record card and start playing a tune. To stop recording, you just hover back over the record card, and to hear what you created, simply hover over the play card. You can listen to anything you create. Isn't that magical?
And now the revealer will show us how the magic happens.
Thank you. Now, it's time for the biggest secret of all. Our final reveal, Wando, a magic wand that can bring cards back to life. This is not a trick. This is just a secret, and everybody will know how this will work. So, simply, let's look at this. These cards are not just ordinary cards, because each card of them, under the cover, there's RFID chips in each card. So that means each card they have an identical ID assigned for each chord and note. So every time when the sensor reads the card will play the designated music. And here is the wand. The wand looks really normal as well, but there's a lot of secret inside as well. So let's see. There's a speaker built inside right here, and the accelerometer, which helps this technology more magical. And also it fits very well in your hand, and it's battery operated. So magicians can take it everywhere and play the card all the time and to do your magic show. And also Wando has over 100 different instruments, which can make your music more magical. For example, you can make your music by piano, guitar, cello, or even bird twig. Sometimes like percussion instruments, like a bongo, whistle, even a hand clap. And also there's a microcontroller built into this wand right here. That's why they can record a short segment of music for you. Finally, Wando is friendly for magicians from 7 to 12, and they can help your magic dream come true. It will only cost you $30 per Wando and a pack of cards, and $10 per extra pack of cards. So beyond the music, you can have sound effects, rhythm, or even another game going on. There's a select few who call them magicians. But actually, the art of magic is for everybody, especially for all of you, the future magicians right here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you.
Are there any questions for Wando?
What's the purpose of the accelerometer?
Good question. The accelerometer helps because when you have an RFID tag, you can't sense proximity. So when you're hovering over one single tag, it helps you know when the person actually wants to strike the note.
So is there like a special, you just do an extra move, just play the note, or how
Yeah,
does it know when to
and
stop?
potentially the accelerometer could also be used for volume and maybe even tweaking the notes, or and you can do pitch bending as well.
Yeah.
How do you change instruments? Do you have a different card for different instruments?
Currently, we have
We have the instrument cards right here. So you just use the one to change the instrument. This is going down, that is going up. So you just change each one to figure out which sound you like, and then you can play the music.
Does it tell you what instrument you're on, you're using?
not currently. It plays a no.
Can the two Wandos play together and make music?
Sure.
Using the same cards?
Yes.
Yeah, because originally we were thinking about we can have more expanded for the Wando. It's like we have two wands and play different cards together, and you can set up different cards as well, and then you can have multiple people play together and change the instruments, change the notes.
And eventually, if we did have two wands, you could play like a marimba and have the two wands in either hand to play a song.
We have a question up here.
So, does it matter which side of the card you use the Wando on?
No, it does not.
And the great thing about that is you can do tone training, so it can still read it from the back of the card. So if you wanted to test someone to see if they could guess that this is an E note, you can just flip it over and then play it. So it's a good educational tool as well.
Down here.
For the recording, when do you start recording, when do you stop?
When you hover over the card, you would start recording.
Okay.
And
Right, so you hover over the record card, and then does it start recording instantly, so all that time between that and the first
Yes.
note is then just empty space?
yeah, that would be the simplest way to do it.
Okay. Is there a way to implement possibly starting or stopping so that you don't want to have extra time on the end?
Yeah, you could have a pause card. And
Okay.
then,
Cool.
yeah.
Cool.
I have a question. What was your inspiration for that? What? Does anybody in the figure play a song?
Go for it.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
We were playing Twinkle Twinkle a little bit before class, so let's see if we can do it.
Yeah.
You might have to stop by afterwards because we don't have a full scale here. So.
Because they need to set up quickly, so we just take several cards right here. But when we just go up there and we set up, we'll have all the notes out. So, yeah. And it's possible to play a song.
Yeah.
A question up here.
What was your inspiration for the physical design of the Wando?
It's a long story. So from the basic idea, like until right now, because we narrowed down, at first we came up with different ideas, we basically narrowed down to two. One is, like, one of them is to sense the music, of, like, the original idea just to sense around the music with two different parts. And we finally figured out if you have a card sling out in front and have a wand, that would be a pretty cool idea to do, right?
Yeah, and just going off of that, we kind of wanted to make sure it would fit in like the hands of like, the people who we kind of intended the Wando to be for. And I have really small hands, child size. So I tested, and it has, yeah.
We designed the shape for the wand to make it easier to carry around and all the cards laying out, so we finally make the technology happen.
And we wanted to make it durable, so when kids would tap the cards, it wouldn't damage the internal structures.
There's a question here.
How much can you store? Like, how many space can you store songs in?
Currently, I think there's whatever the internal memory and the working memory is, but it would be, eventually you would put an SD card on there. And that would be potentially limits on the amount of songs that you can have on there.
Last question, right there.
Last question. Do you guys have any beta user? Kids play, it looks kind of happy for them.
Yeah, we have had a few kids try it, and our target market was for 7 to 12-year-olds, and it's it's not too heavy when you're actually holding it. It's not very heavy if you want, you can try it.
It's like.
Okay, let's have a round of applause for Wando.